What is up, you guys, and welcome back to the channel. So I'm actually starting off today's vlog with my GoPro. I was gonna go ahead and use my camera, but right now I need to go ahead and charge the battery. We're gonna start off today's video with the GoPro, and actually most of today's video is gonna be with the GoPro because we got our first mod or our first install video on the MR2. Something that I'm gonna be taking care of today that I've actually been wanting to take care of for a while is going to be the complete shifting assembly. I'm not sponsored in this video whatsoever by any of the companies that I purchased from. I decided to go with these companies because after talking with them for a while, they had excellent customer service, and I noticed that they haven't really had any reviews, so I'm kind of taking a risk. But I have heard good things about the company before, but there's nothing else regarding these products basically on YouTube, so I wanted to be one of the first ones to go ahead and review it. So with that being said, let's go ahead and head into this video. Alright, so first things first, I do want to go ahead and announce that this video is not sponsored by anybody whatsoever. I do want to give a quick shout out to MR2 Heaven, as well as RacerXFabrication for just giving me amazing customer service, and that is one of the reasons why I wanted to go ahead and go with their products. So on top of MR2 Heaven getting to me, I literally ordered the part on one day and I got it the same day. So I'm really pleased with MR2 Heaven, so huge shout out to them. But I also wanted to go ahead and check out RacerX because I noticed that they have good reviews as a company, but nobody has ever really done a review or an install video when it comes to their shifter box assembly. And we're gonna go ahead and open up the MR2 Heaven box first, and this is just going to be the actual shifter lever or the shifter rod, and so you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. So I actually decided to go ahead and go with their ultimate hybrid model, which is basically a 5-in-1 shifter. So as you can see here, there's 5 different points where you can actually connect the shifter cable or the transmission cable, so that you can actually fine-tune how short you want the throw to be. You can have it to like OEM, you can have it TRD, or you can have it as a super short shifter. So this is going to be a really fun thing to go ahead and mess with, because I get to actually dictate and determine how much throw I want while I'm shifting. So very excited to go ahead and try this out and let you guys know what I think. Number 2, we're gonna get rid of this guy, is going to be this RacerX shift knob. So it's something very simple, but it's very nice, and I thought it was definitely cooler than the OEM shift knob that my car came with, and I'll go ahead and show you guys that later down in this video. But this is made out of billet aluminum, so it's very cool, has a nice little weight to it, and well, I'm just really excited to see how this turns out on my car. Something else that I also actually ended up getting, and this is for Christmas, was a custom shift boot. So it has the V and then the M for ValeeMeetz, and I just want to give a quick and huge shout out to Michaela for getting this for me. And essentially this is going to be the new setup, and I'm like really excited because I honestly love how this looks. So she got it with the black leather and some blue stitching, because that is actually the colorway that I'm planning on going. I do actually want my interior to be slightly blue, and some other nice little things along the way. But just like this setup overall is just so much nicer than the setup that I have on the car right now. The big boy is going to be the actual shifter box from RacerX. So like I said, I've already opened this once, but I want to go ahead and open it for you guys so you guys can see exactly what the packaging looks like. So RacerX, thank you so much for making such beautiful pieces. But I will go ahead and show you guys what the OEM stuff looks like compared to this beautiful and gorgeous designed like piece of aluminum, man. Like, I'm telling you, this is absolutely beautiful. Something that I actually took notice of with the kit that they actually don't mention is that it comes with a new seat cup, and I think that's what it's called, but it's basically an OEM cup from Toyota, and they provide it. I didn't even know that this came included with it. I was about to spend $40 to go buy a new one. But if you don't know what this is, this guy sits in here like this. So you add a little bit of grease, and then this basically allows it to just sit in there really perfectly and basically like not clunk. So mine clunks, and I'm pretty sure that my cup is like just obliterated. I don't know if it's the OEM one, but I'm pretty sure it's really bad, and this is just gonna make it a lot smoother. And it's just really cool that they include this OEM Toyota part, because like I said, it didn't say it in the kit, so I was about to spend an extra $40, but when I opened this up for the first time, I was like, oh, like that just saved me money. And it's really dope because this kit is a bit of an expensive kit, and it's really cool that they basically include everything that you need. The next piece up is gonna be this guy, and then this arc is basically gonna be where the shifter cables mount up inside. So you can see this guy goes on right here, and basically the shifter cables are gonna go through here, and essentially this little cup is gonna be down here, and the shifter itself is gonna be up here, or actually below it. But you guys get the point. So next thing down is gonna be the actual like seating of it. And so if we take this guy off, we put this guy, this is gonna mount right here. So, you know, you gotta install some hardware, but once the hardware is installed, you know, it's relatively simple to understand. Actually, sorry, you're gonna flip it around. So it's actually this way. Arc goes here, the plate goes under, and then we move on to the next thing, which is going to be this guy, which is going to be for the other shifter cable. And it's cool because they have this little bearing here, which I'm pretty sure is already pre-lubricated, but I'm going to end up lubricating it anyway. And then they have all the included hardware as well, so you don't have to worry about any of that. And even the hardware itself is like gorgeous quality. I don't believe there's anything else. Yeah, so there's nothing else, but you can see here the kit is pretty much solid. So as of right now, what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm actually just gonna go ahead and start installing it, so that when it comes to putting it in the car, it's just a direct drop-in. Well, hello there, beautiful. This is my current setup inside the car. And as you can see here, this OEM shifter is not very elegant. It's not very pretty or elegant at all. So we're gonna be getting rid of that, and all of this has to come off so that we can go ahead and get to the shifter box. So in order to do that with the MR2s, I have to remove the boot, I have to remove this trim piece, and then the whole center console has to come off as well, which means I have to get the glove box out. So this is going to be a fun process. We're going to transition back into my GoPro, so like I said, you guys can see everything from point of view. But yeah, so I'm very excited to go ahead and finally get this whole thing off, because as of right now, let me show you guys just a little bit of a comparison so we can show it later, because I'm going to try to go with the shortest setting for shifting, but you guys can see it's got tons of play. You go into first, and in first it has tons of play. In second, tons of play. Third, tons of play. Fourth, tons of play. Fifth is weird, because sometimes when you go into fifth, it'll like clunk. So that's like the main reason why I decided to go ahead and finally change everything out, because I'm tired of the clunking. Like, I'll be driving fourth and then going to fifth and it just clunks, and then sometimes getting into reverse is a little difficult. So point is, this has to go, and I'm just excited to finally get a nice shifting feeling. So let's finally do it. Let's finally get this install going. So typically you can actually take off the boot on its own, but I've experienced with this boot before and it is not very good or very nice. This has always been broken, so it doesn't even matter. You can see here that the old shift box is disgusting, dude. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's freaking gross. So yeah, see, look, you can actually see the whole cup move as I'm going here, and it's obliterated on the right side. So it's a good thing that this whole thing is coming out and we're finally gonna have some new stuff. There's the shifter cable right here. These shifter cables, yeah, they're gonna have to go too. So yeah, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be a fun install. Includes everything. As you can see here, these are your shifter cables. So these are the only ones that I still have to remove and replace, but these actually don't, I mean, I don't know. This one kind of looks like, you know, it could use some love, but it's not terrible. Front over here. I'm gonna take this guy, this clip, she comes out, and then boom. So this used to go on like this. So if you're replacing this, I guess with OEM, washer goes on the right side, and I don't know what you would call this, plastic bearing, I guess, goes on the inside. I'm gonna take this guy out and I'm gonna bring out the new one so we can compare them side by side. All right, so now we got both shifter boxes outside. I'm gonna do a little bit side by side comparison just so you guys can see the difference between the OEM and the Racer X, okay? So, this is OEM. It's cool, it works. I believe these rubber grommets were actually replaced at one point because they're not in that bad of a condition. They still feel rubbery, but nonetheless, it looks like the old cup, the seat cup, is probably still the OEM one, and well, so is basically everything else. So this is the new Racer X one. You can see here we have where the shifter cables go through instead of this guy, so I got to figure out how that's going to go on. We got the new shift knob, nice pieces. This one, it's like, it looks like there's 2 on the top and then 2 on the bottom that you have to unscrew for whatever reason, I don't know. And then just overall, I mean, you know, this is brand new, so the quality is 100 times better. But this is what I'm really looking forward to, kind of, you know, getting a feel for, because if we put them side by side, you can kind of see that I believe the bottom one is going to be the closest to OEM, and then the top one is probably going to be the short shifter, but I'm not sure. I have to do a little bit more reading on that and just kind of really figure it out. But overall, you can definitely see the difference between the 2 platforms. So instead of the rubber, we're gonna have solid. Everything's gonna be solid, so there's gonna be no chance for movement, at least when it comes to the shifter box. So it should give and deliver more crisp shifting. We're gonna go ahead and clean this up because, well, we have it here right now, so we might as well. It's the moment of truth. Time to get this freaking shifter box in, man. I'm so excited. All right, here we go. All right, wow, we're the same person. Hey, dude, I wanted to show you right quick. You get you basically get the first sneak peek. Yes, sir.
Let me see.
It's a short shifter, bruh. I have it to the shortest setting right now, so you can actually fine tune this one. It's got 5 different points, so I can make it a long throw or short throw, but it's set to short throw right now. It's pretty solid. Yeah, it's pretty solid. It feels pretty good. But yeah, say what's up to the vlog.
Hello.
So guys, for those of you guys who don't know, this is the homie Ondo, aka Slow RX8, aka the GOAT. Mr. Yeet, aka the GOAT. You guys will be seeing him in the vlog sometime pretty soon. Hey, I want to do a review video on your RX8. What do you think? All right, sounds good. You guys heard it here first. But yeah, I just wanted to give you a quick sneak peek of the shifter. So
looks very nice, my friend.
thank you.
Nice.
All right, man, cool. We will see you later, bro.
Later, bro.
All right, peace out. The shifter is now all in, as you guys can see here. The throw is very short, and it feels very crisp. So I'm very pleased with the feeling. I feel like the only thing that will make the shifting a lot smoother is if I go ahead and change these cables out, because like I said, this cable's like a little jacked up, but they're not in terrible condition for me to feel like I need to, you know, get rid of them yet. So with that being said, we're gonna go ahead and start throwing everything back on, and then go take it out for a test drive and see how it goes. I have most of this stuff on, but before I really start to button everything up, I want to make sure that it is shifting properly and that it feels good. So we're going to take it out for a quick test drive right now. This is how it looks at the moment. And you know, as you guys could have seen earlier, you know, it's fairly easy to go ahead and remove the old one, which is literally just 4 bolts. You install the new one, you install the cables, and then right now I have this the MR2 hybrid shifter link, or the actual rod. I have it set to the highest setting, which is the shortest throw. So like, I used to not like short shifters, but after driving a few of my buddies, like, I actually grew pretty fond of them. So we're going to be using it on the shortest setting right now, and we're going to take it out on the road, and we're just going to see how it shifts. Start up. MR2s are funny, man. They kind of sound like tractors, but right there, like, okay. There was a bit of a clunk there, but as I mentioned before, that could just be the cables, so I'm not gonna knock, you know, the whole setup and say anything right now. But okay. As of right now, it feels pretty solid. Like it's just straight up. Like it's like bam, I'm right there. You know what I mean? Okay, so let's go for a little drive. Okay. So first to second. And it feels pretty solid. It's straight up. Like it's like there's like no, like this MR, the shifting is not playing games anymore, you know what I mean? Like it just clicks in, like it's, damn, yeah, I love this, holy crap. You guys can hear like how notchy it is, like it just clicks in. That's crazy. Such a big difference.